Another day, another Starbies. Cheers. So I'm currently sitting in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Already been to Starbucks. I have a appointment today to check on my little baby in my belly. So I'm grabbing some lunch before my appointment. It has been 2 days since I filmed this video, and I still have not made an intro for it. If you do not follow me on Instagram or are not in my Facebook group, go do that right now. I found this product on TikTok called the Crease Piece, and I knew immediately whenever I saw the video, it was the girl who designed it showing how to use it, and I knew the second that I saw it that I had to have it, I had to try it out. So if you don't know what the Crease Piece is, I'm going to be inserting that said TikTok just a moment here for you to watch. This is going to be a video of me demoing it, and my honest thoughts, opinions, review, and yeah, so I hope that this is helpful, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into it.
So I invented Crease Piece, which is a cut crease creation kit. It has round, almond, and wing shaped creases. It completely revolutionizes how we cut crease, so I'm going to show you how to use it. This is the round crease, and I'm going to start with my darkest color and my smallest brush, and I'm just going to apply my eyeshadow over that top edge. And then with a lighter tone and a fluffier brush, I just buff it out. And I have a perfectly cut crease. I'm going to show you what the other shapes look like as well. This is the almond shape, which is a bit more elongated than the round. And this is the wing crease, which is self-explanatory. For the beginner, it completely eliminates guesswork. And for the more advanced makeup artist, it cuts the time and product needed in half. Tag your favorite influencers. I'd love for them to try it out.
Okay, y'all, let's get started. I'm going to start off with my e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer, and I just put a couple pumps of that in my hand and rub it all over my face. Now I'm going to start with my brows. I'm going in with my SEINT Beauty Contour in the shade Indigo, and I use that to fill in my brows. I like to focus more of the product closer to the tail of my brow. That's where you want it to be the thickest, and you want to focus less product towards the front to give it a more natural look. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I usually go in and carve out my brows with concealer to clean it up. So right now I'm just kind of building that product up till I'm happy with it and giving my eyebrows some shape, and then I'll go back in and clean them up later. So as you can see, I'm doing the same thing on the other side, just filling in my brow. And now here's where I go in with a flat concealer brush and my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Waterproof Concealer. Put a little bit of the product on the back of my hand, and then I dip in with my brush. I'm just going in and creating the exact shape that I want my eyebrow to be underneath, making sure that there's no excess product anywhere that I don't want it to be. And then I'm going to take that concealer and put it all over my eyelid to prime my lid for eyeshadow. And I like to use my finger to blend out the concealer once I've got it everywhere that I want it, just to make sure that there aren't any harsh lines and to be sure that it blends better with the rest of my makeup. So now I'm going to go in with my Tartelette and Bloom palette, and I'm using the lightest shade that's closest to my skin tone to just kind of put all over my eyelid to set the concealer so that we don't have any patchiness with the shadow once we start going in with the darker shades later. So this is the crease piece. This is what it looks like inside the box. This is the shape that I chose to use. I chose to do the wing shape. This is what it looks like once it's on the applicator. I'm going to go in with this dark shade right here from the Tartelette and Bloom palette. That is the shade Leader, and I forgot to mention it, but the name of the first shade that I used to set the concealer was called Flower Child. Using a packing brush, I'm grabbing that dark shade and I'm just following the outline of the crease piece to create that shape that I want. Trying to stay as close to the piece as I can and then blending out the edges just a little bit. Now I'm taking the shade Smarty Pants on a little bit of a fluffier brush and I'm just buffing out the edges so that we don't have any harsh line. And you'll see me go in a couple times and just make sure that I'm buffing everything out really good so that there are no harsh lines at all and everything is nice and blended together the way it should be. And this is just showing you guys the shape that I have so far. Next, I will be going in with that shade Funny Girl, the shimmery shade from the palette. And using my flat concealer brush, I just wiped the concealer off of it and now I'm dipping into that eyeshadow. I'm going to pack it all over my lid, just right underneath that crease. And as you can see, I'm dipping into the palette a few times and just building that color until I have the coverage and consistency that I like. And then I end up dipping my finger in just to build up that color a little bit more. Now I'm dipping into the shade Leader again that I used to create the crease. And I'm just going to kind of buff it along the edge of my lash line, the outer corner, and connect it with that wing to give me the shape that I want. This is the finished eye look, and all that I do to it later is just add a pair of lashes. I finished the rest of my face off camera, and this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and overall I would recommend the crease piece. I found that it was very easy to use and I loved it. I will be using it again. Bye y'all.